Hello everyone, so I'm back with the third part. In this part, we will make configure class, okay, which will configure the URL, which will configure the authentication and authorization part. So let's create. I will name it package name as config and class name is security config, and it's not interface. The thing that I will use here is class, so I need to extend it. And here, as I have said, we need to enable web security, and also we need to specify that this is configuration. And I need to extend web security configurer adapter. I'm getting that it's deprecated because in newer version there are some changes that is made. And the project that I made before was based on version 2.4.2. So if I will change this, then I will not get that error that it's deprecated. After change, you need to update the project so that it will accept the changes that we made. You can see it's gone. So here, let me check if I can get what more we need. I don't need this one. And here we will write the URL path which does not need any authentication or authorization. Means to log in, we don't need that user must be logged in before. Right. This is normal thing. We all know that when user is uh, going on login page, there must not any problems like he must be authenticated or he must have token or something else. Because after logging in, he will he will get some tokens, or he will get a particular session that will help him to go to another page and see the things that his ID can only see. And there was one more thing which configure global. Let me check user detail service. Yeah, this one. And it will be auto wired. Now will this one inside this. So this will find fetch the username and also for password. we will use password encoder because we will not store the password as it is. Okay, so we will create a method, okay, sorry, which will return bcrypt password encoder. Okay, my system is, oh, that's fine. This error comes when sometime my system don't respond. Bcrypt password encoder. Yeah, all good, I think. Place of, let me show you why I use this one. Okay, please take it. Yep. Here it is fetching the username. Okay, load by username. So it takes the username and it takes the password. You got it? And after this, we need to let me think what I need to do now. Okay, so here now we have to start with the part where we will configure which URL don't need anything and which URL needs something. CSRF dot disable. I'm using this. Okay, we don't need this. CSRF disabled. We can directly use authorize. Oh no, let me tell you that part also. I don't know this before, but when I added React in a front end, so in front end we used to call API, and from API we fetch data, we send data. So while I was adding the paste for logging, I got the error. It was about, then I googled that part and I found that I need to add CSRF disabled, so that from this side CSRF will be disabled, and from that part, from in front end, I will enable the CSRF, and that is the property of React. So but from this side we are disabling the CSRF. Okay, you don't need this if you are using your front end here only in SRC, then web app. If you are making front end using JSP, then you don't need to disable the CSRF, because it's important to protect your website from some attacks. And here authorization request, where it is, and now here we need to write ant matches, and inside this we write URLs, and we are going to permit everything, and we are saying any request which are using this URL are authenticated, and we are using exception handling also, because if some error happens, then if some error happens, then what will happen? Yeah, authentication entry point will be JWT authentication. Here I need to create a class I need to create a class here. Entry point, and it will implement authentication entry point, and we are going to show them the error. Which will say unauthorized. Wait, don't worry, I'll explain that part. And I need to public JWT authentication entry point, and it is auto wired, and I will add this inside this, and what I need to do, session. Then I will control this session, session management, session creation policy, and this is stateless. Stateless. Great. So in this video, just I will stop right now, and I'll explain another video that what next we need to do. But at first, let's clear this part that why I use this thing, right? So I'm saying that if some exception happens, like if there are user which are not from this URL, then we need to handle the exception, and that exception, what that exception will show is dependent on this class. So in this class, I have written that user is unauthorized, and it will show this string that I have written. So everything is to the point. It's not much complex. If you will use it 2 or 3 times in your project, because this is normal thing, you will use it everywhere. So if you will use it 2 or 3 times, you will be clear with the things that you are doing, because everything, every word says something. Like whatever you are using, permit all, authenticated, and exception handling, then entry point, and session management. So everything is is speaking, like the word is speaking something, it wants to say something to us. If you will go to the previous method, there also you will see that we are using user detail service, and inside user detail service we have seen that it's username that it is getting. and along with username we are giving them password, and password after encoding, because when user enters uh, anything like noob researcher 123, do you want that your password must be saved this way? Because what will happen if my data, not my, if the database will get hacked, whether it's your database or my database, then what will happen? The hackers will able to see the password and username of the people, and you know that most of the people use their password same as Google password. No, maybe you will not be using because you are smart enough, but many people are like that. They use password same as the password they have in different website. So practice this and understand this part, and I will see you in the next video. And please do subscribe my channel, because I have so less subscriber right now. Please help me to grow. Thank you.